What's up, everyone? It's Anna, also known as that Star Wars girl. And there was this saying, I don't think I'm going to get this exactly right. I just remember back when I was in high school and we were learning about the Roman Empire and the fall of the Roman Empire. One of the main things that was a very big problem and the catalyst for why the Roman Empire just kind of faded away and ended was that they ran out of, good leaders. And so I remember my teacher going around and explaining how these, people were in search of a leader. They needed someone desperately to look up to. And they were, trying to maintain this gigantic empire that spread throughout, a big majority of the known world at that time. And they couldn't find someone that was, strong enough, that was intelligent enough to lead them because at, the fall of the Roman Empire, they were all kind of getting crazy and we have people burning stuff. And I remember I don't remember the guy's name, but I just remember this story about how there was this war and they went around, getting people from farms because they needed people to come fight the wars because the Roman Empire is following, but they were trying to save it desperately. And they pulled this one guy out from his farm and all this guy wanted to do was farm. But they're like, we need you, come with us. And something happened to where this guy ended up leading the Roman army. And he defeated them he defeated the enemy. Nobody thought that they could. They all thought that they were going there to die. But this guy took charge of the army and he led them to victory. And everyone was so blown away by this guy and he was just some random guy that had a farm. And they watched him as he defeated the enemy that was supposed to be unbeatable. And he, saved Rome. And after this battle, they asked him, they're like, you need to be the new emperor. You need to lead Rome. And he said, no. He said, I have no desire to leave. I just want to go farm and live with my family. And he left. And I just remember that story sticking out to me because then it wasn't just that guy's actions. He has the chance. He's the one that could lead them. He was the one that led this battle and defeated the enemy. And nobody thought that anyone could do that. And it was in this time where they were desperate for a ruler. And he didn't want to. He had the ability. He had that kind of control, of passion. And he said no. He just wanted to go and live with his family. And it was then that my teacher, and again, I don't think I'm going to say this quote right, but it was something along the lines of, the people that want to lead are the ones that shouldn't, and the people that don't want to lead are the ones that should. Now, the reason why I just, talked about this little snippet of history was because I feel like it has a lot to do with today, and I really don't like talking about politics. I am so uninterested by that because of exactly why I just explained. The people that want to lead, the people that are in those types of positions chose to do that. They wanted to have careers as politicians, but in reality, I don't feel like they are the people that should be doing it. Those aren't the people that actually, live and go through the stuff that people like me, everyday, normal people, go through. And it makes me think of a lot about what is going on with movies, specifically with Captain Marvel. Now, we have Brie Larson parading around that she's, going to be the one that, stands up for women and she's our only hope and we have to go watch Captain Marvel and we need to go see a strong, empowered female movie. She's the one going around preaching that. She's the one that's going to save us. She's going to save women. And then you have movies like Alita. I have never read the manga. I have never seen the anime. I had only seen commercials for this movie, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to see it or not, but then I have a few people that told me, hey, Anna, this movie's really good. You should go watch it. And so I went last night to the theater to watch it. I didn't have any high expectations for it. Again, I didn't know much about it. I thought that the style was cool. I am a fan of James Cameron. I know a lot of people don't like Avatar. I loved Avatar. You can argue with Pocahontas with blue people. Well, guess what? I love Pocahontas. I love Ferngully. I had a great time watching that movie. It was beautiful. I love the creature design for it, and that's one of my favorite things to do. Is I am a concept artist. My favorite thing to do is creature design. So I had a lot of fun watching that movie. And so when I'm seeing Alita, not once have I seen the actress that played Alita going around parading that she is the hope for, womankind. She's going to represent us. She's going to be the one that changes the standards and saying that she's the first female superhero, because As we all know, Captain Marvel is not the first female superhero. Just because she's the first one getting an MCU movie doesn't mean that all of us women need to stand behind her. It doesn't even necessarily mean it's going to be a good film. And the way that they are marketing it, the way Brie Larson is carrying herself, it really makes me think of that quote. The people that want to lead, the people that are leading, are the people that shouldn't. And the people that don't want to lead, the people that just stand back and, mind their own business, lead their own lives, but, obviously they know what to do. That makes me think of Alita. The difference between Alita and Captain Marvel. And it shows. If you go see Alita, and I highly recommend to go, I'm going to go see it again because I feel like there's so much that I didn't, see, stuff that I missed, there's so much more depth to this movie, and because it was my initial reaction, my first time getting introduced to this character, to this universe, I was so just blown away and completely captivated, and there's so much more to see. So I'm going to go back and see it again, and I highly recommend that you guys go see this movie. Alita is a movie that I feel like I personally have been waiting for a long time. I'm so used to watching a movie nowadays and having a question and then it not being answered. Alita, it introduces a situation. A character knows something and it's like, why does that character know something? And again, I feel like when watching Star Wars, it's like, I'm never going to get that answer. It's just going to be like, oh, just because. And then in Alita, it answers it. And then there's another situation and it answers that. And then it just shows this hero's journey. This girl who has no memory of who she is. Like another character. Oh yeah, Captain Marvel. No memory, just, I'm a warrior hero. And Alita, who actually is a warrior hero. Never once does she go around proclaiming what she is. Her actions do it for her. Her actions show the type of person that she is. And she is a very humble character. And she's a very likable character. You just see this girl who wants to understand who she is, that has no memory of who she is, that for some reason is stronger than any other cyborg, and she wants to understand why, and it's about her learning who she is, about her learning about the world that she is awakened into, and why they're at war, and getting introduced to the villains, and all the villains don't understand why this tiny little cyborg girl is so strong, and then we find out why. And it even is more intriguing because, wow, not only is she, a tiny little girl, she's the most powerful cyborg in existence that we know of. And the whole dynamic between her and the villain. And it's a villain that is not even introduced till the end of the movie, but he's always there watching. So it leads you wanting more. And I'm so excited for the sequel of this movie because just from what I was introduced to in this, I cried. I was excited. I was, completely just blown away. I can't even really form sentences on how I felt because I'm still processing all of it. All I know was at the end of the movie, I had so many emotions running over me, and all I could think of is, I want more. I want to know more about her. I want to see more of this. And the CG was just, it was so beautiful. And as someone that does, dabble in that, I don't animate. I know how to animate. I just don't like it. I can't even form words. It was just that good. So, going into a movie, again, never have I seen anything for this before. I've never read the manga, never seen the anime. Completely new and introduced into this world, and I want more. I want to see more. I just am so intrigued by this. And then we have Marvel and Captain Marvel. I've known Marvel my entire life. I've been watching the MCU movies for the past 10 years. I don't want to see Captain Marvel. I am not interested in Captain Marvel. Heck, I don't think I am going to go to the theater and see Captain Marvel. I'll go see Alita again, by that time probably for like the 5th time. And it's just crazy how a movie that's not even out yet has completely deterred me from even seeing it, just by the way that it's been marketed and just by the actress that is playing the lead character. And then you have the complete opposite. It's like a yin and yang. You have Alita. I have not seen one thing of the main actress in Alita going around and parading that she's the best, that she's going to be the one that changes the world, because she's humble, because she knows that her film is going to speak for her, whereas Brie Larson is just, making proclamations about herself and making proclamations about this movie. And it's very, very off-putting. Never did I ever think that I was going to not want to see a Marvel movie, that I was not going to want to see a superhero movie, and that I would, feel more connected to this movie I had never even heard of. But this is the movie, if you guys have been waiting for a good film, an exciting film, an adventure, a hero's journey, a film that is going to change the world. Go see Alita. I cannot recommend it more. Go see it. You will not regret it. I promise. So everyone, if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, that's okay. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I will be doing an in-depth review of Alita with spoilers. I want to go see it again before I do that, just because, again, there is so much more to this movie that I feel like I missed because I was so captivated by the story. So I'm going to go see it again, and then I will do my in-depth review of it. So everyone, have a great rest of your day, and may the Force be with you, because it was 100% with Alita. And everyone, bye. Hey everyone, after being asked for months now, I finally got a P.O. box, so if you want to send me some mail, go ahead and send it to Anna, that Star Wars girl, or TSWG for short, at P.O. Box number 28171, Santa Ana, California, 927998171. Thank you, have a great day, guys.